When there's talk about moving to Langley, the #1 neighborhood that comes up is Willoughby Heights. But is Willoughby really the best neighborhood for you? In this video, I'm going to be breaking down everything you need to know before making your move to Willoughby Heights, so that by the end, you'll have everything you need to decide if this community is the right one for you. If this is your first time on my channel, welcome. My name's Emilio, and I'm a local real estate agent who specializes in helping people buy, sell, and relocate right here in Langley, BC. I help first-time home buyers to upsizers find their perfect home here, and if you're thinking of making your move too, my Calendly is in the description down below. So go ahead and book a 15-minute call with me, and we'll talk about how we can break you into the Langley market. But now, without further ado, let's go over everything you need to know before moving to Willoughby Heights. In terms of growth, there is no faster developing neighborhood in Langley than Willoughby. Ongoing development means there's always new housing projects, restaurants, schools, and shops constantly popping up. This helps keep the community fresh and modern. Although it is important to remember that with development comes construction, which is definitely a common thing here. For example, Willoughby's main access road, 208th Street, has been under construction for a road widening project for the last 2 years now. And while the end goal is of course to improve traffic flow, heavy traffic, detours, and road closures are just things that Willoughby residents have had to incorporate into their daily lives for a while now. So if you are thinking of moving to Willoughby, it's good to know that development is constantly ongoing. And while this does mean that there will be the occasional work zone to cause you some headache, you're stepping into a neighborhood that is constantly improving. If you have kids or you're planning on starting a family in the near future, Willoughby is one of the most family-friendly neighborhoods in all of Langley. The area has no shortage of schooling options, with highly regarded elementary schools like Lynn Fripps Elementary and Willoughby Elementary serving students from kindergarten to grade 5. For middle school age students, your main options are going to be Yorkson Creek and Peter Ewart Middle, which both feed directly into the local high school, RE Mountain. Now, RE Mountain is one of the top-rated high schools in the entire Lower Mainland, offering their prestigious IB program, which is an advanced curriculum that allows students to get an advantage when applying for post-secondary. And if we're talking about parks here in Willoughby, there are two that have a lot going for them. The first is Willoughby Community Park, which attaches to the Langley Event Center. It's got a playground, a water park, multiple sports fields, and you can even catch a pro soccer game here every once in a while. Then there's the Yorkson Community Park, which has both turf and grass soccer fields, multiple baseball diamonds, an off-leash dog park, and more. So if living in a community the kids will love is a high priority for you, Willoughby is a fantastic contender. Being located just south of Highway 1 means you can be on your way to Surrey, Burnaby, or even downtown Vancouver in just minutes. And if you just take the bridge over the highway, you have easy access to Walnut Grove and Fort Langley, which both have their own unique parks, restaurants, and amenities that you'll love living nearby. And traveling the opposite direction, if you head south down 200th Street, you'll find yourself going into downtown Langley, Brookswood, and eventually the US border. And this convenience isn't just for people with cars either, because Willoughby is well connected by local bus routes as well as taxis, Ubers, and other means of transportation to get you anywhere you need to go. One of the most popular transit stops right now is the Carvolth Transit Exchange, which has express routes to Chilliwack as well as multiple SkyTrain stops to connect you anywhere from Surrey to downtown Vancouver. And while it's not here yet, the SkyTrain extension to Langley is set to arrive within the next 5 years. Once completed, Willoughby residents will have easy access to that new station, which will be just over the bridge into downtown Langley, right next to the casino. In my opinion, this is going to completely change the way that locals use transit, and it'll probably be a great thing for property values as well. Down toward the south end near 64th Avenue, you'll find your big box stores like Walmart, Home Depot, and of course Costco, which is the biggest retail store in all of Langley. Beyond the big name chains, Willoughby has a fantastic selection of locally run shops as well. In the middle of the neighborhood right off of 208th Street, you'll find the Willoughby Town Center, which is a walkable retail complex full of shops, restaurants, and the Independent Mart, which is great for those spontaneous shopping trips. And if all that wasn't enough for you, you're also just a short drive away from the Willowbrook Shopping Center, which over the last few years has expanded to include this amazing new patio, which brings in new restaurants, new seating areas, and a place to watch the game. And since we're on the topic of the best local spots to shop, I actually just released my locals guide all about making the most of your time here in Langley, BC. It's packed with local shops, restaurants, parks, and scheduled events, and it's completely free. So if you're in Langley and you like getting ideas for local things to do around town, link is in the description, don't miss it. While we have mentioned that Willoughby is the fastest developing neighborhood in Langley, this is especially true when it comes to housing. There are always new homes coming up here, from condos to townhomes to multi-million-dollar detached homes. Oftentimes, they're even built by some of the most reputable developers in Canada. And whether you're buying your first condo or upgrading to that detached home, there will always be an option in Willoughby, which is a great thing for people who want to move to Willoughby and stay there. New projects are launching every single year, oftentimes with big incentives from the developers. I'm talking things like flexible deposit structures, early buyer upgrades, and other things that make pre-sales a very strong choice. This flexibility results in a neighborhood that constantly brings in new opportunities while being a place that you can stay and grow within the community. Willoughby is one of the highest demand areas in all of Langley, and that being said, the population is noticeably higher than a lot of other areas as well. To accommodate this, a lot of Willoughby homes are built closer together and on smaller lots. This is especially true for newer developments built within the last 10 years or so. That being said, if your dream home includes a huge backyard that has room for a garden, a pool, and the ultimate barbecue setup, Willoughby might not be the most suitable neighborhood for you. If that were the case, you might want to check out other neighborhoods like Brookswood or Murrayville, which I will also be doing future videos on, so don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss them. Willoughby is no longer the affordable option it once was. In fact, it's now one of the most expensive neighborhoods to live in all of Langley. Buyers are constantly competing to take advantage of all of the benefits we've discussed in this video: the schools, shopping, convenience, and the constant improvement to the area. If you're planning to buy here, expect competition. Multiple offer situations can be very common, especially during busy markets, so you'll have to put your best foot forward if you want to give yourself the chance to close the deal. And if you're thinking long-term, getting into Willoughby is a great choice. The overall love and demand for the area is likely not going away anytime soon, and with huge additions like the Langley SkyTrain extension just over the horizon, I think this neighborhood is only going to improve. So coming back to the question, should I move to Willoughby Heights? Summarizing everything we touched on, if you're willing to pay slightly more to get into a community that is constantly developing and blends walkable convenience, a family-friendly environment, modern homes, and long-term potential for great value, I think Willoughby is a fantastic option for you. So that pretty much covers everything I have on whether or not you should move to Willoughby Heights. If you found value in this video, but you want to get a little more out of it, my Willoughby community breakdown and my Langley locals guide are both in the description down below, so don't miss out on those. And if you've got your finger on the trigger and you're waiting for your opportunity to get into the Langley market, my Calendly is in the description down below. So go ahead and book a 15-minute call with me and we will discuss the best way to get you into the home search. I'm Emilio Lombana, your guide and realtor in Langley, BC, and we will see you in the next one.